Hi, I'm Mark Camoccio, Mart TV, and we're going to show you the very latest BSA Meteor Super. And there's been a big fanfare with this because BSA have brought back production to Birmingham. Previously all their spring guns were made in Spain by Gamo. I have to say it's a very attractive gun. That obviously the stock, as you may have guessed, with the whole sort of industry standard now, you've got the telltale M there. It's Minelli in Italy make the stock to BSA's design, but I think whoever's done the design work on this, that is a fabulous stock. I think it's absolutely brilliant. You've obviously lost wood there where you don't need it, so it's keeping the weight down. You've got a full drop down 90-degree pistol grip, a properly soft butt pad there. It's great if you're juniors, but I mean, I'd say this is no longer a junior rifle. That is a very attractive sort of adult air gun, and its power levels to suit as well. So yeah, let's start at the front. Features wise, you've got the that's obviously threaded. That can now take a silencer, sort of standard 1/2-inch UNF, and it obviously protects the crown on the barrel. Classic BSA styling of the foresight, except now you get fibre optics on there, so you can see your orange element. It's BSA's the cold hammer forged barrel, so they're famously BSA one of the few airgun manufacturers now that still make their own barrels. So you've got a BSA barrel here. The rear sight, as you see, again, it follows that famous old profile of the BSA sights. You've got the fibre optic, a green element there as well. Fully adjustable finger wheels on the sight as well, which is great because if you are a beginner, as I'm often being boring about the subject, but I wouldn't rush to put a scope on. Play with the open sights because they give a really good sight picture, and just learning that you can learn the basics, and it's great. And then of course, gun is worth obviously putting a scope on once you want to. You've got a great big full length dovetail rails there, so you've got plenty of manoeuvrability. As with any break barrel, make sure your scope isn't so large or so far forward that you're going to foul the moving breech as you cock it. Then you can see they've etched on the cylinder, all very smart, the new model name, and unfortunately they've gone down Virox route and etched on the cylinder a safety rules, which is fairly ridiculous, but I don't know why you'd choose to do that. It's vandalism, isn't it really, but never mind. Manual safety catch, and you've got your clear markings on there, which is great. Coming back here, you've got quite an attractive trigger. Now this is a pseudo two-stage trigger. It does use a sort of composite plastic unit, trigger blade, but don't worry about that at all. If in use, it's a wide blade. It feels really good. The first stage, they sort of take virtually all the weight out, which I quite like because I'm not bothered about first weight. And then it is at the second stage. It's a little bit creepy. You can adjust it, and it's not a bad trigger. It's not bad at all. Or that whole grip and trigger feel, trigger position, for me, it's perfect. Now, as you can see on the Minelli stock, they brought out the R12, CLX R12, and they used this sort of what I was terming as sort of progressive checkering, and you can see it sort of, this is as it comes brand new, it sort of deliberately flattens out. I'm not that keen on that. It sort of looks different, I suppose, but it's just, it's feeling a bit worn to start with. But anyway, that's what they do. The whole thing overall looks attractive. You can't get away from that. You can see the BSA, you've got the detailing down there, a nice prominent cheek piece. It's technically ambidextrous, but it feels and handles really well. So the negatives wise, I think it's a fabulous looking gun. Negatives wise, it's just the action wise still feels like that sort of classic Gamo setup inside, just a little bit harsh. But when you break it, it feels a little bit oversprung. This may just be my rifle, but it's a little bit oversprung. Significant cocking stroke or effort required there, but nice firm lock up. It shoots well, but it's just that little bit of harshness on the firing cycle. But anyway, we'll put a few shots through. So as I say, to cock it breaks fairly easily. There's a fair bit of effort on the cocking stroke, just sort of compared to a lot of spring guns these days. This is the thing. A lot of manufacturers have dramatically improved, and it's they're pushing the barrel away. You've got a nice breech arrangement there, and then break it up. Manual safety, so I'm not having to worry about that. You can just hear it's very noisy, and it could, probably if you strip this down, give it a lube, it could transform it, but it's a little bit oversprung, so it is quite harsh. But the feel of it, you know, that breech arrangement, the whole finish and feel is very impressive. Let's do one more. This is 177. They make a 2.5 apparently to order, but 177 and 2.2 are the standard. I like that trigger. There's no resistance almost on the first stage, and then you're there. But yeah, it's I don't know, an opportunity missed. I think they could charge a premium and maybe do some better prepared actions coming out of Birmingham. But as it stands, it's a lovely looking rifle, and it shoots quite well as well. But that's the new BSA Super Meteor.